Hello, everybody. Welcome to this another odd stream, I guess. Today, we're going to try to use ChatGPT to generate some prompts and see how it goes. It's kind of like a wacky challenge, but without the wheel. So the wheel will be represented by ChatGPT this time. It's not going to be on screen, but I will read and eventually copy the prompts. So, hello, Chase. Meanwhile, hello.
Hello. Do you want to do it? Because I have it open right now. I could do it if you want.
If you can do it, it's the same. Either way, you can do it if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do like you can do it. You can do it. So I don't know. I was trying it out. Yeah.
I'm just gonna ask it a question.
Yeah, I tried it this morning and I just asked it like, give me some ideas for a JRPG creature that could potentially be part of a Final Fantasy game and make it very detailed, something like that. And then, or a base. I also tried the base, like give me a base for a creature that could be potentially in a Final Fantasy game. But I don't know. Ask whatever you want and see what we get.
Yeah, it's creating a list right now. The first suggestion is a basilisk, which you probably don't want to do.
No. No. I kind of did that recently. Kinda.
Some of these aren't specific. They're more like theoretical. Like, one of the suggestions is a monster that embodies a specific emotion or concept, such as fear or greed.
Okay.
A creature made entirely of inanimate objects, such as a golem or a clockwork automaton.
Oh, that's too complicated. Oh, I got that too today. I got a golem made of clockwork stuff, but that seems overly complicated and probably involve too much perspective and gear stuff. So, how about that one? I don't know. The idea of the creature embodying emotions or sins, which is something I'm kind of working on, is interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's something that I've sent you in private, but mine was more hunger though.
What do you think? Just give me one, I don't know, and I'll do it.
I asked it a follow-up question, which is, what are some potential add-ons I could implement for the base? Unique physical features such as multiple eyes, tentacles, or a stinger. Special abilities such as the power to manipulate elements, control minds, or phase through solid objects.
Right. The way I did it today was just give me a base. Like I could do it like, for example, give me a base for a JRPG monster body. And could include the following: a humanoid shape with 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. What? But that's stupid. I said monster. This is a character. Okay, let's do just one of the ones in your list. I guess it's better. Oh wait, it did give me something. Now, a dragon-like monster that has a large scaly body with wings and tail. Really? Okay, yeah.
I think you mentioned this. It gave me a traditional dragon creature with a sleek and metallic body with multiple heads, and each of the heads has like fire, ice, and lightning.
I got it today as well. So, what about give me a random animal? What's an aardvark? Oh God! Yeah, it's. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this. It's so gross. It's like an anteater, but weird. Let me copy this. Okay, yeah. This is weird. It's like a pig mixed with an anteater. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna use a timer because it's probably too complicated. So I'm just gonna draw until I am satisfied for a couple minutes, and then we can add a body part, and maybe implement that thing that we got for the emotion thing.
I asked it, what is a relatively unknown mythological creature? And it says, one relatively unknown mythological creature is the chupacabra. That is false. That is a
It's
very
not.
well known.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's very well known, and it's not a mythological creature. Uh, not exactly. It's like
It's a
a
cryptid.
cryptid. So okay, I'm gonna try this aardvark thing. Aardvark. What? It's called Orycter opus afer in Latin, which makes sense. So I'm gonna try this kind of body, and then we'll see what to add. Or maybe you can just ask it like, what can we add as a prop or a body part to an aardvark, and see what it says. The thing about ChatGPT versus the wheel is obviously that it needs to be interacted with. Like, it's not like you get stuff out of it immediately. Sometimes it kind of resists you. It's funny because at times it says it cannot do something, but at the same time it does do the thing. So you gave it an image. It's like, hey, can you tell me what this
hang
is?
on.
Mm-hmm.
I asked it what are some cool props we could add to an aardvark monster. And so it says large curved tusks that could be used for digging and as a weapon in combat. But it also says a powerful tail that can be used as a club.
Okay, that can work. Yeah, why not? Let me revise the pose then. Yeah, I'm gonna use the tail part.
Well, since nobody's really chatting, I can mention this, but that was kind of the idea you had for the Quake rodent, is the big club tail.
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of interesting on this, though, especially if it, like, ChatGPT's idea of it, like, being a digging kind of creature, and it uses the tail to balance itself, but also as a club to defend itself. That's interesting.
Yeah, okay, we can use it. So let's see. Gonna give it the snout, big snout, and the big bunny ears. I mean, it kind of is a wacky creature already. This animal, because it is weird. So
yeah, they are pretty strange. I mean, they're very similar to, like, I don't know, anteaters and armadillos, kind of those sorts of types of creatures. As far as I know, they're like the only species of their order that still exists. So they're kind of actually unique in that way.
I'm gonna add the tusks too, just very simple tusks for now. Yeah, I'm kind of using the quick rodent pose. I guess it's fine for now.
The name aardvark is Afrikaans, comes from the earlier Afrikaans aardvark, which means earth pig or ground pig.
It looks like a pig, so it checks. Really looks like a pig. Let's try.
They're interesting. They have burrows that they live in underground.
So they are constructors?
I guess.
Okay, let's just leave this body like this for now. It's got this tail that's kind of swinging behind. And it's, yeah, something like that. Kind of has that Kelpie I made pose.
In African folklore, the aardvark is much admired because of its diligent quest for food and its fearless response to soldier ants. So it is respected because it is not afraid of soldier ants.
That's good. I could have something like here on the back that extends towards the tail. Maybe the tail can be higher up. And let me figure out the back leg. Okay, something like this for now. Ask it something else, like variations on the body, or give me one variation on the body build, like the overall body. Let's see what it says. I don't think I want to add the tusks unless.
A larger and bulkier build with thicker armor plating and larger tusks. This can make the monster a formidable tank-like creature. Or
Okay.
you could go for a more
works.
agile and sleek build. Okay.
No, but well, since it's got the rocky tail or the mace sort of tail, I'm gonna go for something a little more heavy, tanky.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I don't think they're particularly fast, but you would imagine they would have some strength to burrow, so.
Yeah. So it's got some sort of plating here, I guess.
This is going to be the Kragnall's cousin.
Yeah. Absolutely. I don't know if I want to add the tusks. I mean, I could add something like this, but because it's got the bunny ears, pretty much, and they kind of create a bit of a strange X if I add tusks to this.
Yeah, I guess.
You can just have them.
It does kind of make sense if you think of them as similar to like a boar or something.
Like a warthog type of.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I mean, these could work. Yeah. They could work. And so let's make it tanky with tankier claws. Also. Okay, let's make the pose a little more balanced. Okay, what if it can dig, right? So,
Yeah.
So longer claws are probably necessary, kind of like moles. Maybe.
I like how Twitch said there's only one person watching. That's impossible.
Well, I am there, and you are as well, I guess.
Oh my.
So, yeah, it is wrong. I take it as if it's wrong. Cheese is slipping in recently. Damn you, cheese.
Yeah, I slept in a bit today just because I was up all night using ChatGPT to code, so.
Very useful. Very, very, very useful.
Like, I kind of thought it would just give me general JavaScript ideas. I didn't know that it could actually, like, look at the program and call from specific things in the library that the program is using. That's incredible to me.
It is. It is. I was surprised too that new PrestaShop. Yeah, I don't like this pose though. Okay, let me try another pose. Like it should be kind of like digging. Since we got some sort of base now, I guess I can start figuring out a basic pose.
Like, is the idea that the claws can kind of retract and expand?
We could do that. Yeah, why not?
Well, I was just looking at the legs, and I saw like one is clearly much longer than the other.
Yeah, I was
thought
thinking about the length. So or this could be like here.
like a Wolverine from X-Men.
Yeah, that could be interesting. That could be a thing they can do. As you can probably tell, every time I try, actually I need to use the other brush. I try out poses. I go very wild because I want to try to find a good silhouette. Maybe the tail is craggy too, and then it's got the mace at the end, made of rocks. And it does not have to be an armadillo, obviously, but it kind of looks like one. It's just that it doesn't have the armor. It's very similar, though. So let's try... It should probably be something like this. So I found an interesting image of, I guess it's a baby, or it's one that doesn't have any fur, which is kind of creepy. Let me show it. It's kind of creepy, or pretty creepy.
It's like a naked one.
Yeah. It's interesting. I wonder if I could... Maybe I could adjust the ears.
Hey, Simone.
Oh, hello. Welcome. Okay, oops. I'll leave that. There is... Yeah, this... I like this bony thing on the top of the nose, I guess. The middle of the face. Yeah, very similar to the Kragenol. But it's gonna have these long fingers, and then maybe only 3? No, it's gonna be 4. Not super happy with the pose. This is an aardvark.
With some warthog characteristics.
Sort of. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a pose for this so we can maybe add something to it. But I think it's being... No, I don't like this. I prefer the previous one, although it was all...
ChatGPT just gave me a pretty interesting idea.
About this, or in general?
About something else. A different design.
Oh, what is it?
You know what an anglerfish is?
Kind of, yes.
Like the deep sea fish that has the
Yeah,
antenna with the light that draws people or other fish
yeah,
in.
the ugly looking fish.
Right, yeah. It's saying that you should. I was asking about like a deep sea creature that would make a good monster, and it says to reverse that. So like the lights would be on the body, and then something comes up to the light, and it uses an antenna to grab it. So the antenna is like a hand that it uses to trap things.
Oh God.
Very interesting.
Yeah, that is an interesting prop. So I'm making this. I want to make this into a pose that is somewhat Grand Blue-ish or old Pixel Final Fantasy-ish. So it's gotta be somewhat dynamic, and that's why I cannot work as the previous one. I have to show the tail, so my idea is that it needs to be to show a bit of the top because I want it to be armored and it's got to show, and then I want to show the claws that it can use to. No, this is like. I mean, this could work potentially. Maybe if it's a little.
Yeah, I know Final Fantasy IV has like there's a creature called the armadillo, but it's really more like a pangolin. I don't know. It's similar to this.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this pose. I would just like to show the fact that these are kind of like arms, and you can use them to dig. And then the back. It's got some weird feet. These are so freaking ugly. The ones in the naked one. It's like one of the toes is bigger. Something like that.
You know, that's really mean. It can't help that. Why would you insult it?
Because it's ugly. Clearly ugly. So, okay. I'm gonna go with this pose. Website maybe. Nope. Alright. And on top with the other brush.
Hey, Emperor Sleaze, welcome.
Oh, Emperor's Knees. Emperor of Sleep. Hello. I mean, it's Saturday. I slept in a bit too. Nope, I only want that.
How dare you early on a Saturday? That's rude.
Can you say it again? I couldn't hear that.
No, I was trading cheese because he should be here early on a Saturday.
Oh. Yeah, you should. You should. Okay, so we got. I gotta add the tusks here. Make sure we get a warthog.
Warthog?
4.
I've never heard someone pronounce it like that.
How do you pronounce it?
A warthog.
Yeah, that one.
A warthog.
Well, it's got an H after the T, so.
Yeah, warthog.
Warthog. Warthog. This could be like Warthog.
Oh, warthog. That's an interesting idea. Like a pig gang member?
Yes. Hello, Casual. Hello. Hello. We're trying to draw an aardvark, or to make an aardvark into a creature. And if you don't know what an aardvark is, I didn't know either. Well, I knew, but I could not really remember. Maybe it's got spikes here too. And then the eye. And then here, it's got this weird double thing. I don't know what it is, but it is something. Probably not going to be visible from there.
Ace, read your prompt to us before entering it. I want to guess the output. The output, it can be a little generic, so it's probably not too hard to guess. It's like, give me an idea for a mythical creature to draw, and it's like, how about a dragon?
Yeah, unless you give it specific, you ask it specific things, it's going to generate very generic stuff for everything.
Yeah. You guys weren't here earlier. I asked it what is a relatively unknown mythological creature, and it says one relatively unknown mythological creature is the chupacabra.
Which is not unknown nor a mythological creature, technically, so.
You heard it here, folks. Nemo thinks cryptids are real.
What? No, I don't think it's part of mythology, though. Honestly, I wouldn't call that mythology.
I don't know. I mean, the distinction between like mythology and folklore is kind of murky. I don't know. I consider them to be like the same class, but
It's also kind of recent, I guess, isn't it? I don't think it goes back millennia or centuries, right? I think it's something like from the early 1900s.
well, the chupacabra is like from the 90s.
Yeah, okay, even later than that then. Yeah, so. So yeah, that's why I don't know. But to consider something mythological for me, it really needs to be a little older than that, kind of ancient, at least 500 years, or two. I don't know, but not something like the chupacabra. Because otherwise, even Ingrid Cold could be considered mythology, and it's not. or the Man in Black. So.
Bigfoot.
That's still cryptid, in my opinion. I don't know. I call mythology stuff that is more like Greek mythology or Roman mythology or Norse mythology. That's kind of much older than a couple centuries or a century.
So in 1,000 years, you would consider Bigfoot to be mythology, but not now.
Maybe, if the right epic tales about it. I don't know. I mean, just for now, for me, for my own perception, that doesn't feel too much like mythology.
I don't know, man. Do you know how many Bigfoot podcasts there are out there? It's crazy. There's your epic tales, right?
Yeah, I know. Actually, I do know because I got interested in cryptids a few years back, so I still am, but I was more. And so, yes, I know. Okay, let's consider Bigfoot a mythological creature. I guess we would have to decide what is myth first. And then probably we can do that. I have an idea. Let's go monster hunting. What do you mean, Cheese?
Does he want to go Bigfoot hunting?
That's probably going to be a big waste of time. It usually is, unfortunately.
Yeah, Saman, Nemo wouldn't consider Mothman to be mythology.
No, I don't think so. It's cryptid. I don't know. I perceive them differently. Uh, I perceive them very differently. Also, because I feel like mythological creatures should somewhat embody an idea of some sort. So it could be a metaphor for something. But cryptids, like Mothman, might just be either actual animals or mistakes. But you take the Hydra or the Minotaur, um, they actually, well, the Minotaur has a story about it. Mm-hmm.
I think cryptids, to be fair, I think that the distinction would be like cryptids are sort of more like local folklore that
Mm-hmm.
are
Yeah.
specialized to a certain region, whereas mythology would be sort of like part of the belief system of like an entire group of people,
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
I can agree
So
with
it's like
that.
when you
Yeah.
think of mythology, you say like the Hydra is part of Greek mythology. That's like one component of the overarching belief system of that society. Whereas nobody would say like Bigfoot is part of a religious belief of society.
No,
Something.
no, probably not. So yeah, yeah, that's a good definition. Yeah, I can agree with that. I have to get better at drawing scales and plates of armor because I feel like I always draw from the same sort of pool of shapes and ideas, which is not very good.
Does Grand Blue have any like rocky creatures? I can't
Not
remember.
many, no, not really, actually. Um, there is a golem, but they're not good. Like I don't like how they're made. Honestly.
There's actually a pretty cool behemoth, and the head and the chest is kind of rocky, but then the rest is flesh. So
Yeah,
really,
it's just it's one of the variations of the behemoth that they have. Um, they tend to just make one drawing and then slightly alter it to make variations. Not the colors, I mean also the colors, but not just the colors. They tend to make small adjustments to the shape and just turn it into another creature. Like the behemoth has like 3 or 4 variations.
no, that's smart. That's what Romancing Saga 3 does. It makes
Mm-hmm.
slight variations on the creatures. You and I should do that more.
Can do that. It's also more fun than just a recoloring. Yeah, it is more fun than just recoloring. Okay,
You
this,
did that
this
with
one's taking too long. I did it with what?
the drone, like you make
Oh
little
yeah,
variation weapons. I thought that was neat.
even the snow creature I recently made is kind of like that. Uh, kind of. Okay, this is weird, but I'm trying to copy the foot from here. And then the tail.
Bear markings. I thought that was a
Also the
cool
bear,
idea.
yeah, also the bear, yeah. That's true. Okay. I think you can ask it something else, unless you got other prompts ready for this. Like you can ask it, okay, given this creature we have what else can we add to the body or
Uh,
prop or something?
Given the aardvark creature we already have, what are potential? I don't want to say props because then it might be a little too wacky. What are potential
Body
body
parts?
we could add to it? Thinking, it's thinking, it's thinking.
Thinking.
be fair, it might be confused because I asked it a totally different question, so it's trying to remember the
It could
aardvark
be.
creature.
Yeah.
Chase, why do you sound like a robot sometimes? Do you use a software that interferes with your sound? It must be Discord.
Oh,
'Cause I don't
yeah.
have
It's
it.
just Discord. Like you were hearing me robotic yesterday or 2 days ago.
Okay, it's confused. Let me. If I have an aardvark creature as a monster, what are some body parts I could add to it?
Drawing inspiration from cool sources. Sources here.
Some of these can't work. Uh, a prehensile tail for grasping objects, poisonous claws, spit, multiple eyes for enhanced vision, additional limbs for increased mobility, an armor plating for protection, a bioluminescent gland for camouflage or communication.
I can do the eyes, I guess. The eyes can work. You can add several pairs of eyes. Several other.
Yeah, you know what? Why not?
Yeah, the eyes are fine.
Maybe since it lives underground, it needs multiple eyes for better vision. I don't know.
Yeah, why not? Kind of like a spider, although spiders don't live underground. I don't know, I like the idea of having multiple eyes though. Maybe it's got one big eye in the center.
Extra arms.
Extra arms. The extra head? No, probably not the extra head.
What is the there's a Digimon that's like that. Let me think.
With an extra head?
No, it's got like an extra pair of arms on its back.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name. Is it like dark? Or I'm getting confused with something else.
No, it's something. It's the Dracomon line. It's a dragon. Dracomon. Here it is, Cordramon, I think. Groundramon. That's what I'm thinking of. Here, there's a link in the chat.
Right, let's see. Oh, I was totally not thinking about this. Okay, this is weird. Interesting, though. Alright, so I feel like this could make use of something else, but if you ask it to add more, it's probably going to give you wings. I'm thinking.
Let me see.
I think it's going to give you wings next.
What else? A built-in digging tool like a hardened snout or specialized claws for digging. A set of large, powerful jaws for crushing hard-shelled prey. A set of retractable quills or spines for defense. A set of large, sensitive ears for detecting underground vibrations. A long tongue for catching insects. Additional senses such as echolocation or heightened
the
senses.
tongue. The tongue can work. Yeah, can have the tongue. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna make probably the retractable claws, or just longer claws.
They are similar to anteaters, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so the front, the hands, let's call them, they got these weird claws. And I promise I will get better at drawing hands so that I can draw claws too. I mean, paws, or whatever they are here. Because every time it takes me a while to figure out the various.
Can I ask you a question?
No. Yeah, go ahead.
Can you look at that Digimon picture again? Because I noticed something that I think they do specifically, the designers for Digimon do.
Um,
Well, what I'm talking about is like, do you see how they sometimes, like on the claw on the left, like how the last claw is completely black? Is that something that's common in Japan? Like they don't even color that part; they just leave it black.
it could be just an illustrative thing. You mean on the extra arms, right?
Right. So like, actually, throughout the entire body, like if you look at
Yeah,
it from waist,
there are parts that are just like completely in shadow. Yeah,
is that just like a stylistic thing, or
yeah, it is.
I don't know? How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's not too bad. It depends on the context where the picture is displayed, though. Then, because if it's it kind of flattens out the overall image a little bit without the shine like that I use. It's a style, I guess. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It gives. So the one on the claw there on the extra arm, that's a little bit maybe too much, so it tends to flatten it out. It kind of works though for the rest of the picture. Although there is something weird going on the legs, like the between the front leg and the back leg on the right. I do not understand what's going on there because
Yeah,
it's like
the
half
body
covered.
looks a little strange.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it can be used. It's like an inking style, basically.
Okay.
So, what was the GPT prompt? Well, it was an aardvark, this aardvark hue thing, and then we added a few things to it, and it's some sort of creepy underground crawler with not even side to side. Not symmetrical, but that's called symmetrical hands because these are very different for now. Yeah, it's just a aardvark monster. What was the other one that you got? Was it the fish? The ugly fish? How I call it?
The anglerfish.
Yeah. What? Okay. What if you ask it a prompt for an angler fish, but it's got to be a Yu-Gi-Oh card? That could be wacky. That could be strange. They could add something weird. I'm gonna do it too, so. I feel like this would give Monster Hunter. So good result. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I screwed up with the claws here, the legs, and blah blah.
Okay, I'm asking it, how would we draw an anglerfish in the style of a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
I asked, give me like what, 2 prompts. I asked it to like generically for the anglerfish. Let's see what I get. Okay, I'm going to read you what I'm getting for now. Deep in the abyssal trenches of the ocean lies a terrifying creature known as the abyssal angler. Wow. When it's glowing, with its glowing, lure and sharp, needle-like teeth, it lures unsuspecting prey into its jaws before devouring them whole. But that's just a fish. It's how the fish does. Can your party survive an encounter with this monstrous anglerfish? Okay. Yeah, read me yours. It's probably better.
Hang on. The system like just totally dropped for me.
3/4 side view, but low angle. Oh, this one? Yeah, it's kind of frontal, front view. And yeah, looking at it from the top side.
No, this isn't helping me. Please stop talking.
Me or it?
No, it's ChatGPT. It's like if you want to draw an anglerfish in the style of a Yu-Gi-Oh card, you would first want to research and study the art style used in Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh god.
Nation of 2D anime-inspired illustrations and bold graphic design elements.
Okay, what did I erased that. Okay, yeah, you gotta be more specific. Okay, give me a prompt for a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Actually, pretend you are the art director. Give me a prompt for a new featuring you got featuring a weird anglerfish based monster. Let's see what it says. You gotta be very specific otherwise. Oh, for the fish you mean, someone. Okay. What? But it's just repeating what it said a while ago. Just saying, introducing the latest addition to the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, the Abyssal Angler. Oh god. The glowing lure sharp, like needle-like teeth. Its unique ability, same thing. No, oh god. Okay, so it actually did a better job when I told it that it was the art director of Duel Masters. Let's see. You are the art director of Duel Masters. Give me a brief, not prompt, for a new card illustration.
I said, pretend you are the director for Yu-Gi-Oh! And you want me to draw an anglerfish-style creature? This is what it said. Sure. As the art director for Yu-Gi-Oh!, I would like you to draw an anglerfish-style creature with a strong, intimidating appearance. The creature should have a large head with sharp pointed teeth and glowing eyes. The body should be elongated and have fins or tentacles for movement. Okay, the creature should also have an angler-like lure on its head or somewhere on its body.
It's better. I can kind of do that. Let's see what I get. If it's for Duel Masters. If you're doing a...
I'd like the idea we got before, though, of like, so make the body, what is it called? Like, you have like a whole bunch of pockets on the body, right? And that kind of indicates that it's glowing. And then the lure, instead of the lure being the light, the lure is like a grasping thing that it grabs things.
I can do that. Let's see what it says here. We are creating a new card for the Duel Masters trading card game featuring a monstrous anglerfish creature. This card will be a powerful creature with high attack and defense points and unique ability to lure and devour other creatures in play.
Masters.
That's not even that game, by the way. Yeah, I had to correct it before because I asked it. This is for it's probably getting confused with Yu-Gi-Oh. I guess or Magic, because a while ago when I asked it, or this morning when I asked it to give me a prompt for Duel Masters, it gave me a prompt for a green card for MTG. So
yeah, it's better to start a new presentation. It gets confused.
Yeah. The illustrations should be visually striking and convey a sense of danger and power. The anglerfish creature should be the focal point, of the illustration, and should be depicted with large, sharp teeth and a glowing lure. The creature should be shown in an underwater setting, perhaps blah blah blah. This is too complicated though, because it's an illustration. The background should be dark and ominous. The creature should be shown in a dynamic pose, as if it's about to attack or devour its prey. The overall composition should be balanced. And should make the creature stand out. The color palette should be dark and muted, with pops of vibrant colors to make the creature stand out. This is so generic; it's completely useless. So I'm gonna let's do yours, like with the pockets, I guess.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to describe it, but like, imagine the body has like an egg sac on it.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, it's not an egg sac; they're like.
But I like the idea of making it more elongated, maybe with some tentacles or stuff.
Yeah.
So let's try maybe like an eel, kind of like an eel, but anglerfish. Could be interesting.
Jake-Cocoon 2 has an anglerfish monster.
Is it good?
Yeah, I mean, like, it goes from being an anglerfish to being like an anglerfish merman kind of thing. It's interesting.
Hmm. I see. So let's see what we can do here.
Oh, here, Nemo. That's the more basic of one.
Okay, it's not bad. It's interesting, actually. It's pretty neat.
Oh, here's the one it evolves into.
It's not too bad. Not too bad. It's got pretty decent designs, as far as I can tell. It is not bad. Excuse me.
Bless you. Good lord.
Thank you. I also covered the mic. Was it loud?
I could hear it.
Okay. Yeah. My apologies. So what if it's so the thing on the head should be, instead of just glowing, it's got what? Claws of some sort.
Well, I was thinking, didn't you make something the other day that's like it opened up and there's a hole in the middle?
Oh yeah.
It was like a clawish thing, and then in the middle it like opens up to grasp and
Yeah. Something like this. Yeah. Okay. I get it. Something like that, and then there is an opening. And maybe it attaches here. And it's got glowing things around the body. What could it be? And a little hand. Maybe not. Although, what is this? What the?
Maybe they are just egg sacs. What if like the eggs glow and it carries it on its body?
I could do that.
Like those frogs that have like the children in their backs and they pop them out.
Yeah. Funny enough, you mentioned it because I think I saw a video, like a short, was linked on YouTube, on my YouTube homepage this morning or yesterday evening. It's got glowy stuff going around, and then it's got tentacles. Maybe the tail ends up in tentacles.
Yeah, you could
maybe
have a tail
more
branch.
luminescent thing. What?
Yeah. I was saying you could have like the tail branch off into different tentacles or whatever.
Yeah. Actually, I might use this this other anglerfish. Can I show this? I don't know. It's kind of gross. No, it's probably not because it's a dead animal. So it's just an anglerfish. If you look for look up anglerfish on Google Images, you get some pictures of dead creatures that have instead of just having the bulb on the head, on the forehead, they have this it's like dividing into several tendrils, and I think each of them glows. So maybe these can glow too, like on the tail. These like little disgusting tentacle things. And it's got weird spiky fins. So one is here. As you guys can see anyway, ChatGPT is good, but it really needs to be worked with. Like, it's not like you can tell it something and it's gonna do it. It knows a lot of things, but it's very generic unless you give it specific instructions. which is probably good. I find that it is much better at doing technical stuff, at following directions rather than giving ideas. So far, at least, in my personal tests. Because, yeah, I can generate some prompts, but most of them are very, very generic. Like, honestly, we got more interesting stuff with the wheel. It seems like ChatGPT is very constipated in the ideas it generates. Very, very much traditional. Like, oh yeah, a fantasy creature. Oh, a dragon. A dragon with wings. Like, oh, that is interesting.
Life is so beautiful and fascinating when you discover things like that. What, this? You think this is beautiful and fascinating? I
This
guess
monster
it's fascinating.
here, maybe fascinating, but
Hey, Dark Ray.
oh, hello. No, I don't have that. I don't have it here. The spaghetti alert. It's on the other channel. It's a pretty insulting sentence that a friend of mine put together based on a politician's speech. Like he stitched words together to make it say like we wanna eat shit. We wanna eat spaghetti with immigrants.
Have you tried to add things like original, never seen before, avant-garde, or the like? Could you be more specific?
Oh, I think he means words. Like when you use the ChatGPT, tell in the prompt, you also say original or never seen before or avant-garde
Yeah.
in terms of keywords. I don't know.
That's what I did when I was generating images, is I would add stuff like 4K ArtStation type quality.
Yeah. Anyway, no, this is not a dragon. It's an angler fish, sort of. Actually, let's give it elements, some different elements, like a lionfish. These are ugly spikes. What happened?
I asked, what can I add to the anglerfish that would be avant-garde? And it responded, as an art director, I would suggest incorporating some avant-garde elements into the anglerfish design to stand out and appear unique. Some ideas include incorporating mechanical or cybernetic elements into the design, such as robotic tentacles or a mechanical lure. Using abstract shapes and forms to add an element of surrealism to the creature. Using contrasting colors and textures, such as bright neon color scheme or a rough textured skin. Incorporating elements of other animals or creature into the design to create a hybrid creature. Adding some unique feature that doesn't exist in real anglerfish, such as multiple lures or the ability to change the form of its body. Playing with the body proportion and giving it a more exaggerated appearance. Ultimately, the goal is to make the anglerfish stand out and look distinct from other creatures in the Yu-Gi-Oh universe. Feel free to experiment with different ideas and see what works best for the design. I like that it's still role-playing art director.
I mean, it remembers that, though. To be fair. Okay, I like these spiky sort of fins. Real fins, but can resemble fins. Wait, what did it say? Multiple lures. Okay, it's got those. Maybe here as well. Like these things glow. Like here.
Yeah, it meant like the thing on the head, like having multiples of those, but that would be hard to do with the.
No, I'm probably just gonna add glow here. As you can see, I use a standard blue color for the glow for everything.
Actually, that was something that isn't in real life. Didn't you just mention there's a picture where it does have multiple lures?
It's not. Well, it's one, but it branches out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is not too bad. We can try another one, maybe. It's an okay thing. It's not too bad. Yeah, let's try another one. Okay. What happened? I gotta I got. Oh, again? This wallet app keeps like buzzing my phone. I'm gonna remove it. I'm not using it
Get rid
anyway.
of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Um, I don't know.
Okay.
Ask it something else.
Yeah, I did. It's giving me its answer.
Okay.
It's just giving me an idea for a creature. It says, a creature that I would like to propose is a shadow elemental. A creature that is made entirely of shadows and darkness. Its
It
body
always does
constitution-
that. Always does that.
Yeah.
It's what do you do with that? It's a shadow. Like really, wow.
How about another?
Or ask it. Ask it. I want something more physical. Because that's what I usually.
How about a gale drake? It's a dragon, and its tail is made of a cloud-like substance. Okay, it has clouds on its body, kind of thing.
Okay, oh, that's weird, but I don't know why it keeps implementing stuff that's ethereal. Like it's not actual physical stuff. I mean, yeah, they are physical technically, but clouds or darkness. You should brainstorm a bit. Yeah. Cheese is angry because we're using ChatGPT.
Well, cheese can get bent. I don't care.
The point of the game is just to draw whatever this stupid bot is saying. Okay, it's a dragon. It's a dragon, and it's got okay. Let's see. I got a dragon. Give me a body shape for it.
I don't know. I like the cloud dragon idea. Make it a little more friendly looking.
Friendly.
It's got like a ruff that's a cloud around its neck and things like that.
Yeah, but clouds, I don't know. like cartoon
The sunny day
clouds?
dragon.
I don't know. It sounds too much like too cartoony with clouds to me.
Think about like Dragonite from Pokemon, but then give it like a cloud ruff and.
No. I want to make something more serious. It just described me a normal dragon here. A dragon with a massive body covered in shimmering golden scales with massive wings that allow it to soar through the sky. Its head is elongated and has a long snout with a row of razor-sharp teeth. It has 4 legs, each with sharp claws. A long tail with
that's the
spiky
gold dragon from D&D.
Yeah, that's just a normal dragon. Generic. Okay, let's try to implement the cloud. Make it weird. Let's see what it says while I draw this.
Or you can make the body the cloud, and then like the heads pop out of the cloud. It's like a hydra, a cloud hydra.
How do I do that? It's just I never really drew cloud monsters or stuff like that, so I do not exactly know how I would implement that. It might just look like a dragon that's coming out of a cloud. A weird dragon body shape could include the following elements: an elongated and asymmetrical body with unevenly sized legs or wings, multiple heads, multiple tails. So a Ghidorah, basically. A set of unusual or additional appendages, such as extra arms, legs, or eyes. A set of glowing fluorescent features, but this is the same thing you got for the other one. See, a set of bioluminescent phosphorescent features. A set of unusual sounds or vocalizations. Sure. Okay, let's try to, I don't know, make it cloud-ish, but I don't feel very confident about this. What if I, because it's basically going to be amorphous. It's just a. Did you get?
I don't know. I was looking up cloud creatures. This one's pretty good.
Oh, come on. That's what I'm saying. Like something made of clouds. Okay, okay, it could be okay. What if I implement the clouds like Raijin? You know the thunder god?
Yeah.
That could be interesting. So it's like a surrounded by some sort of cloudiness, but it's kind of a thunder dragon. That could work. Okay. That could work. Yeah.
Ryujin. Oh, Ryujin. Okay, that works.
Ryujin because it's a dragon?
Yeah.
Well, but in that case it's not thunder anymore. It's like dragon person.
Who cares? It's the name.
It's Ryu.
See, that sounds stupid. Ryu.
Yeah, I know it sounds stupid, but that's what I mean.
I like Scooby-Doo talking. Ryu.
It's like a barking dog.
Raggy. Ryu.
Yeah, but I like the Thunder Dragon idea anyway. So it's gonna have like maybe something like this, and it's gonna have the body half immersed in clouds, and not wings probably, but I'm thinking.
Don't rip
like
off the Thunder Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh!
I do not have it in my head right now, so it's gonna be very hard.
Good archetype when they came out.
So instead of having wings, it's got these wing-like things. Hey, this is not too bad as a shape. I actually like it. It's a little lopsided, I think. Yeah, probably need to go this direction.
Oh, there's a Thunder Dragon in Magic too? Oh, that's not that interesting actually.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be a Thunder Dragon.
I'm not saying the Magic has bad art, but they're just not as imaginative.
It's generic, yeah, that is true. It's very well done, technically. It's gorgeous to look at, but in terms of ideas, it's kind of lacking. But that's true of most Western illustrations. They're not very imaginative. They're kind of standard. It's like, oh yeah, this is just yet another series of dwarves that walk and fight, like walk on a mountain and then have to fight something. Or this is just another normal goblin. So yeah, not very inspiring or inspired, unfortunately. So this needs to have the things in the back, obviously. Oops. Yeah, I don't know how I would render the clouds, honestly. But it's I like the idea, and it's gonna be a skinny dragon, very skinny because it's I don't know lightning stuff. Sounds skinny to me.
Don't you have a cloud brush you could use?
That would still look like crap, probably. I might have one, but
even I have those. Obviously, I don't use them for clouds, but for cloudy textures, maybe.
this might need to be bent a little more. Oh, this is so cool. This is a version of Raijin. Actually, let me copy the link. Can I paste it on Twitch? It's just on my open page. That's very cool. With the horns like that. Very nice.
Okay, now I can see it. Yeah, that's interesting.
So if I were ever to try to finish this thing, I would probably have to look up ways to render the clouds or copy them from somewhere. Because I have never done that really. Not normal clouds, I mean obviously. I've done paintings of clouds, and I did clouds last time too with the kaiju, but I mean in this case, like clouds are like a cluster of clouds.
Okay, guys, gotta go. Got a friend I gotta talk to. Bye bye.
All right.
Oh. Jesus got a date.
Sure.
I mean, if worse comes to worse with this, you could just make the cloud like a tornado.
Also, I've done that. No, but I like the idea of clouds and the dragon being like a thunder dragon. The tornado is already wind type. But clouds, yeah. Clouds are more...
But that'd still be an interesting idea. Like, you could turn the tail, and like that'd be like the tail of a tornado, and like the lower body kind of goes up that way.
That could work.
A better cloud creature than Lala Lyoun from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Lala what?
Lala Lyoun.
Don't know what that is.
Just the angry
Oh,
cloud.
hello, Roberta Bauer. Hello. I'm okay. We're trying to draw prompts from, well, not prompts, briefs, let's say, from ChatGPT here. How are you doing? Welcome, by the way, first time chatting, I think. Let me see this. Yeah, obviously another very cartoony cloud.
What does that mean in Japanese? Because it would be like Ra Ra Rayun, I think.
What's that? It's
Ra-
it's La La Lion. Like Lyoun? I don't know, maybe it's a
Yeah.
play between Rai and Typhoon.
Oh, Rayun, like right typhoon.
Raihoon, yeah. Probably, because they did not pronounce the F anyway.
Yeah. I don't get the Ra Ra
Nothing.
or the
probably.
Lala.
Probably nothing. Imagine how they could pronounce my name. Since they don't have the F.
Honestly, in some games, I think the Japanese just kind of make things up and they don't even know what they're saying.
Oh, in all games. They make words up. They do not really mean anything. Most of the time.
Yeah, but I also
made
think
up.
they see. I think they also see like English words and they try to like translate it into Japanese and it becomes gibberish, that kind of thing.
Yeah. That also happens. I've seen that happen. In real life. So.
There's one in Final Fantasy VII that's been like the topic of debate for like decades, which is there's an enemy called Cuvilduns, and absolutely nobody knows what it means. Because in the original Japanese, it's something like Kiyu Biru Diyu Nusu. Kiyu Biru Diyu Nusu. I don't.
I have no idea. It could be anything. Quite literally. Let's see if we can introduce some sort of humanoid anatomy here. Maybe it's got some sacks of lightning energy here. Guys, how is the ChatGPT used for prompt going? Well, the wheel is faster. Because it's random. It's completely random. ChatGPT is not random. It's actually thinking about it. And that's why we get something that's a little more standard. I believe that it mostly analyzed Western stuff. Because even if you ask it, give me something, or tell it, give me something that could be in a Japanese video game, it doesn't. It's not very Japanese, so I don't think it's got that in its programming model.
I don't think it has much data from Japanese stuff.
No, I don't think it does. So, well, with the wheel, we would definitely get something wacky because it's random, completely random. So.
Yeah, but on the other hand, the wheel also gave us a lot more trash, like completely unusable things. So it's kind of a trade-off.
Yeah, these are good ideas anyway. It's not like when you try to come up with something that has to have value, you just spin a wheel. I mean, if you're lucky, that would be cool. That is cool. But most of the times, you just need to work a lot to get it, and so brainstorm several ideas, and it's kind of helpful for that. Yeah, I would say kind of helpful. Yeah, I don't know if I want to use this type of body though.
This isn't bad though. I think these are all three pretty solid creatures.
Yeah, they're not too bad. Not too bad. You can finish them someday, maybe. I like this one, the Thunder Dragon. Rye Dragon.
There are no bad ideas, only bad artists. Just kidding. Okay.
Yeah, there are. There are bad ideas. There are bad ideas for sure. Also, this thing that I did is wrong. Should have the arm should come the other direction. Here, like this. Anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it where it is. Maybe I will continue sketching these ones. Maybe take them to a better finish next week. The last few days. Let's see. Yes, phone. I know. And yes, I once more forgot to defreeze the chicken. So, hooray.
I'm gonna have chicken today too.
Yeah, I always have chicken. I had chicken for the last 3 days because I forgot to buy anything else last time. And I don't want to go to the grocery store again. I'll go tomorrow, but I didn't want to go an extra time, so. Anyway, okay, let's stop here. It's decent. It's obviously still a sketch, but I think it's got potential. The others were also pretty nice. I spent way too long on the first one. The second one is a simple small monster, and this one is more of a boss type of thing, probably. So, thanks everybody for joining. Why the head pointing downwards? Just cause. It's just looking. No, it's just looking towards us, so it's very pointy. So, yes, thanks everybody for joining, and thanks Casual also. Samuel, Dark Ray, Saman, Cheese, Roberta, who joined. There was a user at the beginning on YouTube, Calico, Nico, or Nico, I think it was. I hope I remembered everybody. Don't hate me if not. Obviously Chase. And I'm going to see you on Monday. I hope you have